Tell me, what are you seeing from historical precedent makes you think that we're headed towards lower lows?
So I think we're still going to experience some of these swings and ups and downs of this roller coaster ride that we've been on. I do not think what we've seen here the past couple of days is the beginning of a new bull market. It just isn't there. When we look at the last about 70 odd years, the bear markets that have coincided with a recession, none of those have actually ended, save COVID in 2020. None of those have ended before the Fed has stopped raising rates. And so, unless you believe that the Fed's done and we're not going to get other rate hikes in the next several months, I just say this isn't over just yet.
So you're saying it's not over just yet. So are we headed towards a recession in 2023 in your mind? And what are the indicators that we're heading towards a recession that you're watching? Because when you look at employment, we don't really see those signs.
Yeah, so I think we're heading towards a recession. And again, some people will argue that, hey, listen, the Fed is absolutely just going to keep their foot on the gas. I do believe that they're going to continue to raise interest rates, and I do think that we'll get a recession next year. Now, the argument becomes is how deep will that recession be? How long will it last? Hey, I don't know. I don't want to predict that, but I absolutely believe that 2023 we'll see a bit of a recession. The unemployment number is going to go up. We're going to see that number above 3.5 at some point next year. Right now, consumer spending is still good. Underlying areas of the economy are still strong, but I think the Fed's going to do what they think they need to do in order to tamp down some of the demand.
All right. So the consensus is we're going to see two more 75 basis point hikes in the next two meetings. You've been talking to your clients, and it looks like your clients also believe we're going to see a 50 basis point hike sometime in 2023. So how does that set up your thoughts about portfolios and investing? What are you looking at under this environment with potentially three more rate hikes, 275 basis point, 150 basis point potentially next year?
Yeah, so when I look at portfolios and speaking about clients that are longer term investors and not necessarily those that are already in retirement, because those portfolios are constructed a little bit differently, but we're looking at areas that look cheap from historic levels. So if you look at small cap value, historically, they're about as cheap as they've been in 20 plus years. So looking at areas like that say, hey, listen, I'm not going to try to get too cute with exactly timing a bottom. But something that's as cheap as it's been in 20 years looks like a particularly good opportunity. In addition to the fact that once we come out of this, might expect small caps to lead a little bit.
Yeah, as you say this, the Russell 2000 up this morning as well. So before we let you go, I know you have a stock pick. Yeah. To me, it's a bit counterintuitive, but I'm going to let you take it away because it's in a sector we're just talking about being under pressure from the same rising rates that you say might push us into recession.
Yeah, so I actually like D.R. Horton. It's a good company. It's a solid company in the home building market. But think about it this way. We are still underwater in terms of housing supply. I sit here and say, listen, I don't think that we're going to have some big correction in housing prices. I think housing prices are going to stay elevated. Broadly speaking, maybe they come back 1% or 2%. But the very reason that the economy is strong, we're talking about a 3.5% interest rate. Those people that need housing will buy housing. And as one of your earlier guests said, in order to get that done, maybe they take a look at an ARM. Now, I don't necessarily know that I expect the mortgage rates to come back as far as your earlier guest suggested. But I do think those people that are still employed will do what they need to buy homes. And we've got to continue to increase that housing supply. And I think D.R. Horton will benefit from that.
So is that a near-term play or is that a long-term play?
That's a long-term play.
All right.